Hello everyone, and welcome to this exercise in the chapter of functions. So for this exercise we have to increment the exercise of quadratic equations in the chapter of conditionals by using functions. So we have to create two functions, a function to obtain the delta, the value of delta, and a second function to obtain the roots of the equation. So in this exercise of function we will explore the concept of nested functions, where the output of one function is the input of another function. So here first we have to calculate the delta, and the delta has three parameters, a, b, and c, and the output of course is delta, no secret here. And in the second part of the problem we must obtain the roots of the equation, and we may have three outcomes, two real roots, one real root, or no real roots. So we have to create a function for this part of the problem as well. And as we can see here, for this function of root extraction we have three parameters, b, a, and the delta itself. So here we have the function for the root extraction. We have a, b, and delta as the parameters, and the output will be the roots. But in order to calculate the delta, we have to create a function for the delta first. So in this case we can clearly see that the output of a function serves as the input to another function. So let's do this in Python. First let's create the function for delta. Def delta, we have three parameters, a, b, and c. Delta is actually b squared minus 4ac. We have to return delta. So let's calculate, for example, the delta when a is 1, b is minus 5, and c is 6. Delta in this case is 1. Let's change the values. Let's set a to 2, b to 4, and c to 9. In this case the delta is negative. Now let's create a function for root extraction. Function for root extraction or root calculation. Def root extraction. We have three parameters, a, b, and delta. So here we have three conditions. If delta is negative, I will return the following message: the equation has no real roots. However, if delta equals 0, I will calculate the value of x. The value of x is given by b squared minus the square root of delta. So here we are going to call the function delta divided by 2 multiplied by a. And here we will return the value of x. And we have a third condition, if delta is positive. If delta is positive, we have two roots, x1 and x2. In x1 we have b squared minus delta divided by 2 multiplied by a, and here we have b squared plus the square root of delta. Let's put the square root of delta here. And let's return a tuple containing the two roots of the equation. Now let's execute the code. Let's execute this function, root extraction. Let's choose the value number 1 to a, number 5 to b, and here we have the nested function. So here we will call the delta function. A is 1, b is minus 5, and c is 6. Okay, something went wrong here. The values are supposed to be 2 and 3. Let's see what went wrong here. So here is not b squared, it is actually minus b. Let's change to minus b. Now let's try these values again. So here we have 2 and 3. Now let's set a to 2, b to 4, and c to 8. The equation has no real roots. Let's see the value of delta for these three parameters, 2, 4, and 8. And the value is minus 48. So indeed, the equation has no real roots. So this was the exercise to build functions for the quadratic equation problem. So I see you in the next lecture.